This is Emmy Award-winning Full Disclosure with Leslie Dutton, bringing you the news behind the news. For more than 20 years, the Full Disclosure Network has covered issues the mainstream media can't or won't cover. From local politics to government corruption and even national judicial issues, FDN has been the news behind the news. It's the hallmark of FDN to bring forth issues of interest to everyone, particularly when those issues involve government accountability and potential corruption or misuse of power. Now, FDN presents Critical Issues, a series of talks and documentaries on a variety of international issues impacting the global community. Leslie Dutton, executive producer for Full Disclosure, speaks about FDN's Critical Issues series and its importance to you.
Full Disclosure held the first Critical Issues briefing at our new studios here in Los Angeles. The briefings were designed to provide citizens with important information not provided by the mainstream media. International security expert, author, and FDN associate producer Alex Alexiev was our first presenter for the series. The focus of these briefings will be international in nature and include issues like Putin's Russia, energy geopolitics, European extremism, and radical Islam.
Since Putin has come to power, he's done two things. First, he has nationalized virtually all the oil and gas industry. So now it's in state-owned hands. As a result, like everything that's state-owned, witness the U.S. Post Office, it stops working. They are now in a situation where they are in a very, very, very serious trouble. In fact, Russia is entering a recession, a very serious one, and it may not be able to get out of it. Some of you may remember that there was a thing called peak oil, i.e. oil would at some point finish. Nonsense. What they never consider, these people, is that human ingenuity and American capitalism, when combined, really no limits. And since 2008, it is now 6 years, we have now increased our production by 80% of oil and gas. It's astounding. What is happening in Europe is very frightening. On the one hand, you have a very rapid development of radical Islam, which is violently anti-Semitic and anti-democratic. To Islamists, democracy is a sin because democracy allows human beings to decide who is going to be their boss, who is going to be their representative, while they say that only Allah can decide that. So how did ISIS come into being? Well, it happened because our long NATO ally, Turkey, made it possible for them. Turkey is the country that trained these people, allowed them unimpeded in and out of Turkey, allowed all the jihadists from Europe to come to Turkey and cross the border as they pleased, armed them. Why is nobody talking about that? Because the Obama administration decided early on that Turkey was an example worth emulating as a democratic Islamic country, and that all Islamic countries should be like Turkey. One of the big advantages of full disclosure is that we are not politically correct. The mainstream media do not report a lot of things because they are simply not politically correct or conflict with the agenda of the current administration. And so the public is left with a very one-sided picture of what is happening.
Full Disclosure Network is the voice of accountability in keeping government transparent, speaking truth to power for the people, by the people.
In this age and time, truth is a commodity that's hard to come by. If you want the truth, watch Full Disclosure Network. They have reliably presented the truth in an unbiased way for many years.
In times when the mainstream media is no longer trusted by the American public, Full Disclosure Network delivers the real news.
The briefings held here at Full Disclosure Network headquarters are just one aspect of FDN's critical issues effort. In the coming months, we hope to produce documentaries about these issues, traveling to where the stories are, interviewing the people involved, and bringing you the news behind the news. You can get involved. If you like what we're doing, if you appreciate honest presentation of issues not covered by the mainstream media, if you want these efforts to continue, please go to fulldisclosure.net and donate anything you can. Your contribution is tax deductible. Help us continue to bring you the news behind the news.